Today's workout is a full body low impact. We're going to be toning all over. You're going to love this workout. What is important though, do make sure you have warmed up first. If you haven't, press pause, just march on the spot for 1 minute. This is great also if say you live in an apartment and you want to do a really quiet workout, and also we've got no jumping today. So let's get going. For the first move, extend your arms above your head. Now squat down, touch the ground, then reach straight back up. So you reach up tall and then squat down, and also we're just traveling from one side to the other. So you're going to do 20 reps for me, reach up and squat down. That's good. So this one today is a complete low impact, so it's a super quiet workout. So you can do this in an apartment, doesn't make any noise. It's also really good if you don't like doing high intensity or high impact rather, but you're still working every single muscle through the body, so it's still a really good calorie burner. Okay, that's good. So we reach up, squat low, reach those hands up nice and high, so you're coming down, and what we're doing, I'm just making sure that you're working through that full range of movement. You're going from low to high. Okay, so your next exercise, this time now, we're just going to bring one knee up, and you bring your arms, they travel across to meet the knee. So we're just taking the arms from one side to the other, and try and just keep the hips as still as you can. You're just going to do that by keeping those tummy muscles pulled in really tight. We're just doing 10 reps. If you find this really hard with balance, then instead place your hand that is on the side of the bent leg just on a chair and just do it with one arm. Okay, let's do the opposite side. So you literally bring the arms across as you draw that knee up. So this one here is a really good ab exercise as well as still working your arms and legs. I never really do that much on the floor with abs because I know that you can really tone them, strengthen, train them, sculpt them, everything by standing up. Really well. Let's just keep going. All right, we're now going to take that to this next exercise. So this time I want you to stand like it's kind of as if you're in a star position, and then you're just going to bend and you're going to take one hand down to reach the opposite foot, and you're doing a slight squat as you do it. Keep those tummy muscles pulled in tight. So what we're doing here, you're going to be working through the waist muscles. You're also working a little bit through the inner and the outer thighs. You're toning through the bottom by also keeping the palm up behind you as you take the hand behind. That also is going to be working into your tricep muscles. Okay, that's good. So let's just keep that going. So it's a nice full body movement, this one. And also what's really good with this, going to help with your flexibility. That's good. Reach it up, coming across and back. That's good, doing really well. Let's just keep going, just go for doing a few more. So we're coming over, back up to the center. Okay, and the next move, you're going to come into like a split stance, and then we're just going to bring the knee up. So bring your knee up as if it's just touching the hands, and keep your hands at chest height. Okay, and actually I've put 10 reps, but we're actually going to be doing 20 reps, so ignore that. Alright, so the key thing is with this, what I want you really to focus on is keep those tummy muscles really tight, because what that's doing, that's helping to stabilize through your hips, so it's really good for balance, but it also then just means we're really strengthening through your core. You're going to be toning through the waist. Okay, that's good. Let's just keep that going. So it's a bit like a knee lift, lunge, and also by having the hands there, that's just a guide, that's an aim for you to get that knee a little bit higher, just means you're then working into those abs a little bit harder. Okay, so we're going to come to the opposite leg, and now let's go for not 10 reps, go 20. There's an error. I was obviously distracted by one of the cats there with that. So we're just going to go for 20 reps, keep that going, and then tummy stays tight, drawing that knee up. That's good. Forwards and back. So again here, you're working everywhere. You're also even working the arms by keeping them in that position. That's good. Pushing that up. And as I said, if you find that hard for balance, you can use one hand just for support against a wall or by a chair as well. That's good. So let's just keep that going. Again, think you're toning your lower body, you're working through your abs, you're increasing your fitness levels. So next exercise we're going to do, let's come into a wide plie squat. Have your arms out, and this time just crisscross the arms as you squat low. We're doing 20 reps. So the idea is here now, we're working through the inner, the outer thighs, you're still working through the abs. And as I said to you today we are not doing any jumping up and down. So this is a super quiet exercise. Make sure you keep the arms out nice and wide. Keep them also at shoulder height. Make sure we don't let those fingertips drop below the shoulders. Open it out wide, come back to the center. That's good. And also with this one, the wider you're in that plie squat, then obviously the harder you're working into those inner and outer thighs. That's it, keeping that going, well done. Alright, so the next exercise, we're going to come down onto the ground this time. We're going to work the thighs and your arms. So what I want you to do, have the fingertips pointing inwards, elbows directly back. We're going to extend one leg up, the other leg bent. Now we're just going to bend back, so you kind of bend the elbows back and lift the arm at the same time. And we are definitely just doing 10 reps on this one. And what this is doing, this is toning the triceps and toning your thighs on the leg that you're extending up, and then as you lower back down. Good, just keeping that going, well done. So again, think where you're toning, arms and legs for this one. And lean that back. And make sure you're leaning far enough back that you can feel that in the arms. That's it, so we come back. And keep those elbows pointing directly backwards. You don't want them to flare out to the sides. That's good. Let's keep that going. And push that back up. Elbows come back. That's it, and lifting the leg at the same time as you lower the arms down towards the ground. You lift that up and then back down. Alright, so your next exercise, we're going to come over into an extended plank position. Have your hips low, tummy tight, and we're just going for 20 step out. So just take one leg out to the side, just doing 20 reps of these. So what you're doing here, we're working through the shoulders, you're working through your arms, you're also working through those tummy muscles, plus we're working the legs, we're working the bottom, you're working your inner and your outer thighs. Okay, you're doing really well. Let's just go for doing a few more. Step it out to the side. And also if you want to work harder, then just make that range slightly bigger. Step that out as wide as you can, and then we're done. Alright, so that is the first round done. We're going to do it all again. So you can just hit pause now if you need to. Go grab some water, and then when you're ready, I'm ready to start doing round 2 with you. It's exactly the same routine and the same amount of reps. Okay, so let's get ready. Hands up, and now let's squat that down. Reach it up tall, squat it down, reach it up. So we're doing 20 reps, and we're also doing that lateral move because we're traveling from side to side, reaching it up and back. And so in your mind, just visualize where you're working. You are toning your bottom, you're toning your inner thighs, you're working your abs, you're also making your heart stronger. You're going to be toning up through the arms because we're even lifting them above the head as we bring them back down. So we are working every single muscle. That's good. Let's just keep that going from one side to the other. Reach it up. Okay. And also think of it that this is the last time we're doing this exercise today, so we're just going to put in 100%, travel that across and back. Okay, so your next exercise, come back to doing that lunge and that twist. So literally bring the knee up and travel those arms across. So what this is doing is we're doing a rotation through the upper body, so really working into the waist. As I said, if you find this too hard for balance, then what you can do is just place one hand against the wall or use a chair. Good. So you're working both legs, you're working the standing leg, you're also working the leg that you're drawing up at the same time. So we're going to go 10 reps again. So draw that across. Tummy stays really tight because that's helping support the upper body, that's helping to stabilize your hips and also keep your back upright. So it's really helping with your posture as well. Good, reach it across, and by drawing the arms over and by lifting the knee at the same time just means we're isolating the oblique muscles, so really working deep into those waist muscles. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to come into like that star position, and now draw that hand down to reach the toes, and you're keeping the opposite hand up behind you and the palm stays up, so just reach it over and then coming back. That's good. And by aiming to get your fingertips to actually touch the toes, just means then you're squatting that a little bit lower, so then we're really engaging those inner thighs. And that's really important to remember with exercise. Whenever you're doing a move, what you want to do is just make sure you are working through your fullest range of motion. Okay, that's good. Let's just keep that going. Well done. Reach it up and then over. It's the last time of doing this exercise today, so you're doing really well. So let's keep putting 100% in. Reaching it over and then coming back. Okay, that's brilliant. So the next exercise, let's come into that split stance. And we're going to go for those knee crunches. So you have your hands in line with your chest. We're doing 20 reps, remember, on one leg. Then we're going to change to the other. So really keep those tummy muscles pulled in nice and tight for me. Draw that up. That's good. And always keep these moves really slow and controlled. So think about what you're doing. You lunge back, then you drawing that knee in front. So you lunge back, then the knee comes up in front. And on that standing leg, you're really aiming to keep the knee, the toes, and the hips just in line with each other. So imagine they're just stacked on top of each other. That's good. Coming up and back down. That's good. Lifting that through, so 20 reps. All right, we're now going to change, take that to the opposite side, and again, if you find it hard with balance, you can use one hand against a wall or a chair. So we're drawing that up. And what we're doing, we're working the long muscle that runs down the front of your tummy, known as your rectus abdominis. We're working that as you draw that knee up to the chest. So again, it's a bit like doing a standing ab crunch this, but the benefit of it is you're also going to be working through the bottom and the thighs at the same time. Okay, so let's keep that going. We're crunching that up and drawing that back in. That's good. Make sure also we're still keeping the hands up in line with the bust, so we're not dropping them. That's it, lift that up. And you will find, even though that we're not doing any jumping today, you are still going to get your heart rate up because we're working so many major muscle groups. All right, so our next one, let's come into that wide plie squat for me. Arms out to the side. We're doing 20 reps. So squat that nice and low and take the arms out nice and wide, and then travel them back, so they're coming back and across, out to the side. And again, aim to keep those fingertips in line with your shoulders. Keep the tummy muscles pulled in tight. Last time of doing this one today, so let's really keep that focused. Make sure you're squatting nice and low for me. Your toes are out to about a 45-degree angle as well. That is important, so it's different from your other squat. The other squat works into the bottom. When we're doing a plie squat, we work more into the inner and outer thighs, and you keep that upper body straight as you lower down. That's good. All right, so next exercise, let's come back down onto the ground. Let's start toning your thighs and arms. Remember, fingertips, have them pointing in, and you're going to have one knee bent, the other leg extended straight. Now let's just go for 10, where we're just going to lower the elbows back down towards the ground. Make sure they don't flare out to the side. Try and keep them pointing directly backwards, and lift that leg up as you do that, as you lower back down to the ground. Okay, that's good. Keeping that going. So on here, we're going to lengthen and we're going to tone through your thigh muscles. And again, the thighs, as well as like the glutes, are big muscle groups. So the more toned they are, the more calories your body naturally burns. So again, let's bend through those elbows and lift the leg at the same time. Keep the tummy muscles tight as you lower back down. Good, doing really well. We've just got one other exercise left after this today, so let's just keep going, keep thinking of all those benefits. And of course, the great thing is with exercise, it really always helps re-energize you. Spin that through and then coming back. So let's come into an extended plank position for me. Drop the hips, tummy is tight, and have the hands underneath the shoulders. We'll go 20 reps. Step that foot out to the side, from one side to the other. The lower your hips are to the ground, then the harder you're working on the abs. So really make sure you try and keep that body in a nice straight line for me. And the further out you step the legs, and the harder you're working into the legs and to the bottom. Okay, that's good. Okay, doing really well. We've got last couple coming up. Let's just go for it. Tummy stays in as tight as you can for me. Amazing. And we are done. That is your workout complete. I'm going to do a cool down stretch with you right now as well, but do grab some water if you need some, and then we'll go straight into doing some stretches. So the first stretch we'll do, we just step one leg behind, have the heel down, hands on the bent leg. Just feel the stretch through the calf muscle on that leg behind, just holding that there. We hold that for about 10 seconds. And now let's just step the other leg in front. Hands again are just on your bent leg. Just feel that through the calf muscle. Okay, that's good. Holding that there. All right, let's now bring that to a hamstring stretch. So we take one leg in front, hands are on your extended leg, just holding that, and really aim to kind of push the hips up and away, just so we can feel that through the back of the upper thigh. That's good. And let's now take that to the other leg. If you like to hold these stretches for a little bit longer, then just watch me come into position. Then obviously you could just press pause. Hold that there. And again, toes slightly pointed up just means then we can really feel that through the hamstring. All right, next stretch, we're going to use something for balance. We're just going to stretch through the front of the thigh. Make sure your supporting knees slightly bent. Then we'll take that to the other side and just bring that leg up. And hold that. That's good. Just feeling that stretch all through the front of the thigh. Make sure your supporting leg is slightly bent. Now your next stretch this time. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take one arm up, then ease it in between your shoulder blades, use the other hand for support, just holding that there. And if you want to get some more inspiration or motivation, then don't forget to head to my website, lwrfitness.com, and check out all my before and after photos. I've got so many coming in, they are absolutely amazing. Alright, let's now get ready. We're going to reach the arms up, and we're just going to switch that over now to the opposite arm. So now draw that hand down, and you're trying to get it down in between the shoulder blades. That's good, just holding that there. And a lot of these before and afters have been from my 4-minute challenge. I've got a book about that because it's got about nutrition, it's got about workouts, motivation, absolutely everything. Alright, so next stretch, let's bring your arms in front so you're rounding through your shoulder blades, feeling that through the top of the upper back. And then we are going to bring your arms behind and just lift up through the shoulders, and this time now you're going to feel that stretch through the chest. That's good. And well done. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and well done for training. And I will see you tomorrow for another workout. If you've got any comments, then do let me know in the description box below. In the description box, I'll also leave a link for the before and afters and the 4-minute book. And also, don't forget water, and don't forget to hashtag done and Lucy's squad.